Hello ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise of YouTube. This is Always Free here with a quick look at Defiance. Now, I think I should explain a couple things before I actually get into the video. First of all, I've been sick for the past day. When I say sick, I mean I've been spewing fluids out of both ends, and that is all kinds of not fun for anyone. However, this is how much I care about putting out content, this is how much I care about this game, and how much I care about the 2 people currently subscribed to me. Yeah, that just sounds fan-freaking-tastic. Anyway, I'm gonna get right into this, and sorry about this. I'm using kind of a weird setup. I got Fraps recording from Windows Media Player, so if you happen to see my mouse moving about, I apologize. However, I'm just gonna get right into it, and damn it, I need to quit hitting the table. Alright, so, I got a little list here, and I'm going to try and cover as much of that as possible within the 10 minutes that I have. Last time it didn't work out so well, so I kind of scrapped the cut. Then I got all sick yesterday, and yeah, that pretty much happened. There's a little archer action right there, getting a little slow. So, Defiance, what is it? It is an action MMORPG third-person shooter. Now, I'm not sure if all of those are completely and totally accurate, but it does have the elements of all of them. It is action. Look at it. It is an MMO. All of those other humans out there, those are people. Those are not bots or anything like that. They're actual living, breathing people. So yeah, it's an MMO. RPG, you definitely play a role. Obviously, it's third person. I'm going to try and cut down on the ums and uhs. I'm still working on that, so I deeply apologize if it's nowhere near what it should be. Anyway, back down to it before I slam my hands on the table again and fuck everything up. Next on the list would be... Fucking ums. Alright, next on the list would be why play it. Well, it is massively multiplayer, but this is one of the few games where you'll see a massive amount of people just popping into an arc fall like this, all instantaneously working together, using their strengths, covering weaknesses, and basically kicking ass as a whole. Now, a lot of people will look at me sideways when I say that, and basically say, "Well, Free, that's not the point of that's not the point of playing a game." Wait. So, I don't know about you guys. My friend getting a little.
This isn't right.
Getting a little some little audio problems. No big deal there. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. There actually. Apologies, but I'm gonna back up so I can show you the inventory. Damn it. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had a conversation with myself about what I was gonna do next. So yeah, let's move along here. Quick description of what I'm doing right now. This is a major arc fall. The thing you saw me kicking ass at a minute ago, that was a minor arc fall. There's normally a bunch of minor ones before there's a bunch of major ones, or a bunch of minor ones before there is one major one. So there's that. So yeah, gonna continue on down the list. Next up on the list is business model, but I don't think it is prudent to look at that just yet because the game still is in beta. Supposedly it's going to be a pay once and never pay again kind of thing, so it's not subscription, it's buy and play. I'm not sure if there's going to be microtransactions, there may or may not be. I'm not sure if you're going to have to pay for DLC, it's kind of looking like you might, but I will keep my eyes on that, and if I am still following the game, then I will attempt to give you guys updates. By the way, this is Advanced Beta Mission 3. This is literally a day after they lifted the NDA that I started recording. And I meant to get a video up as soon as possible, but like I said, I kind of got sick. Everyone was home throughout the entire weekend, so I really couldn't scream and yell and complain and do basically what I'm doing now. Alright, so next up on the list is story. Is there one? How good is it? Yes, there's definitely a storyline. You play an Arc Hunter who is in the employ of Karl von Bach, who basically manufactures every weapon on Earth right now. There's me dealing with the settings currently. Yeah, we had Steam chat going, and that didn't work so well with the in-game voice chat, so we kind of had to turn in-game off. Decided to use Steam. You can't really hear me because my mic is kind of turned down, but you can hear my buddy Skyville occasionally. So back to the story. Art Conner in the employ of Karl von Bach. You are at the beginning of the game. You're aboard the New Freedom, which is a stratocarrier. This is basically an aircraft carrier that goes in the sky. And the stratocarrier, New Freedom, gets kind of shot down. So lots of problems there. All of the Ark Hunters get kind of scattered to the wind. You are one of few, and you have to find Karl von Bach. At the same time, you have to kind of help out the soldiers who were aboard the stratocarrier. And actually, I think I'm kind of running out of time. Yeah, a little bit. Doing better than the last tick, though. So moving on. But I'm not going to get too far into the story because honestly, I'm not all that familiar with it. So not gonna jump into that. Not gonna tell you this is set in stone. I will, however, tell you that it's a very interesting storyline, and as far as I can tell, it's very solid. So there's that. Next up on the list is PvP. Is it a thing? How good is it done? Yes, it is a thing. You have PvP in the form of Shadow Wars that you can queue up for it, which is basically a resource fight. The objectives vary from taking a device, holding a place, or just straight up TDM. So I think it's done fairly well. It doesn't take you out of the world for it, so there's still a chance that you'll get jumped by hellbugs like around here. So that's still a thing. Alright. That actually covers it pretty well, I believe. Alright, next up, weapon types and variants. What you saw me using first was an assault rifle. It's the standard one, still kicks pretty good amount of ass. What I'm using right now is a pistol you get as a reward for a quest called the Wolfhound. Pretty beast, I like it. Problem is, it does hit like a tank, but a tank is not enough. See me popping overcharge right there, or overload, or whatever. Overload essentially doubles the damage of your weapons. So that's tons of fun. Alright, let's move along. There's not a lot of defensive gear that I can see. You can get shields, you can get a vehicle, which is next on the list, and I could just cover that right now. You do get a vehicle. You see my buddy Skyville coming in on a runner right there. You get different forms, and as far as I can tell, they have minor differences. Oh shit, went flying. But all in all, you're not going to be caught with your pants down if you have a stock runner. Alright, gonna have to kind of power through this now. The weapons do have various effects, like you can have a weapon that deals fire damage or electrical damage or anything like that. And I should have paused right there. I actually am going to here in a moment. I'm gonna basically just show you the inventory screen. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so this is the inventory screen. Assuming you can see my mouse, I'm going to be kind of mousing over areas and defining what they are. These two are your primary and secondary weapon slots. As you can see, you can have pretty much anything you want in them. I'm switching out my pistol and assault rifle for the Deadbolt Sniper because that's all I have ammo for, and another pistol that I think I might have ammo for, but I don't because I used it all with the Wolfhound a moment ago. You can choose what kind of grenade you have, and I actually have a lot of good ones, but I haven't equipped them just yet. So that's a thing. Next up, shields. This is pretty much your only defense, aside from perks, which I will get to in a moment. And it's pretty much like in any other game where you have a personal shield that you could switch in and out. Various different ones are better than others. Then there's some that do things differently, like more capacity, less recharge time, or vice versa, etc., etc. Then there's the vehicle slot, which you can switch stuff in and out of. I'm not sure exactly how many vehicles you can have at one point, or if it, jumps into your inventory at all. I'm not sure how that works, so I'm not really going to get into that. You can choose your headgear and outfit, and surprisingly, you don't actually have to pay real money to get those. I got an infantry veteran hat, which is essentially shades and a baseball cap. Not too long after this, and that looked pretty cool. Next up are the perks. You get a power and a bunch of perks once you level up your ego, which is pretty much a guardian angel AI kind of thing. I haven't figured out how to equip perks because the system is slightly non-intuitive. Like, you have to go into the ego grid, select a perk, and then go all the way down here to this little area, like so, if you can even see my mouse, way down here on the bottom left, where it says change on the far bottom left. That is where the equip button is. I normally just double click, so that's kind of a thing, but hey. That actually pretty much wraps it up. You can have a title if you want. I haven't found one yet. There's also different gear for co-op and competitive, which is basically once you queue up for a Shadow War, you slip into the competitive outfit. I don't think I have any footage of that, so I apologize. Moving on. We were at vehicles, I believe, before I decided to describe to you this. Alright, there's me finding out that that is not a thing. By the way, Skyval, if you're watching, watch harder. I freaking told you I got the last shot. And boom. See that? See that? I told you I got the freaking kill. Okay. Now we gotta kind of list through the rest. The enemies, what are they? How hard are they? So, the enemies are hellbugs and mutants as far as I know. I haven't really seen an organized outfit kind of thing that's really fighting against you. However, the Earth Defense Force can kind of count for that, which is the mutated army of Earth. I'm not sure exactly how that works because I'm not too far into the story, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And there's the Hellbugs, which are mutations caused by the arc falls of Earth's natural, you know, bugs and whatnot. So that's that. Actually, the video is going to restart here in a moment. Yeah, there it goes. So, crap. Alright, I have officially overshot my time, which is cool. I guess you guys can watch this again while I keep ranting. So, that's the enemies as far as I know. There might be another faction. I'm not totally sure. I just haven't seen one yet. So, yeah, for now it's Hellbugs and Mutants. And they offer their amount of challenges. There's, you know, big bosses for both, and there's mini bosses and just general elite units, like you see with the bigger ones right there. Specifically the Archer and Warrior. They are pretty tough to kill if you're alone. If you have a bunch of buddies like right now, they're fine. Next up, important details. What I have this on the list for is basically anything that sets it apart from other games. And in my mind, what sets this apart from other games is the arc falls, which is what I'm fighting around right now. They are randomly occurring, and when they do occur, holy crap, man, don't even try to blink away from them. Because everyone and their mother is going to be fighting for a piece of that action, and you get experience just from being near it. It is worth every bit of your time to jump off of a main quest line and try and take out an arc fall. Now, next up on the list, is the game fun? Well, I'm going to be honest, I only got to play the Advanced Beta Mission 3 for about 3.5 hours. I only got to play Advanced Beta Mission 1 for about 5. And I didn't get into Advanced Beta Mission 2 at freaking all. I'm not sure why not. I guess it was because I thought the game would be free to play. Obviously, this was not the case. So I got a little discouraged at that. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. But, hey, whatevs. Is the game fun? Yes, the game is fun. And I know I kind of strayed off topic there for a minute, but yes, the game is definitely fun. It's great to jump into a massive arc fall with, you know, 50 other players who all are trying to accomplish the same thing you are, which is kill the big motherfucker that's trying to kill us. There's tons of fun, and I freaking love it. So, yeah, the game is definitely fun as far as I can tell. Next up, do I think it's worth the buy? This one is gonna make people kind of question me. No, I don't think it's worth the buy. And I'm a little prejudiced with this, so I'm gonna be honest there. I don't think it's worth the buy because I first thought it was gonna be free to play. So I'm gonna be honest, I am a little bit butthurt about that, and I really shouldn't be. I might just turn around and buy the game anyway. An unbiased opinion, though, as best I can make one, is if you have the $60 to buy the game, and then the $40 to secure all the DLC coming out in the near future. I think they're going to be selling season passes for that. Then yeah, I'd say that the game is probably worth the buy. If you really want to get into it, then by all means. And if there's a trial version, hey man, try and go ahead. And last up, final thoughts. Not really a lot that I haven't said. There's a good amount of gun variation. You're not going to be the same as anyone else. There's a decent amount of power and perk variation. That pretty much the same thing. You're not going to be the same as, you know, that guy who's bum rushing up to a hellbug's ass end. So yeah, final thoughts about the game is it is a good game. It is a good experience. I would highly recommend trying it out and figuring out for yourself if you would like to spend the money on it. If, however, you are relying completely on me, then I would say do a little bit more research, because I haven't given you the best in-depth look. I'm no total biscuit. I apologize. So yeah, I'm not going to get to the end of the Hellbug fight again. I might just skip ahead so you can see that once more. And Scabble, I'm rubbing it in your face, man. I got the last frickin' shot. So, final thoughts are, in a nutshell, it's a good game. It's a little expensive for my taste, and I think that they're gouging us out a little bit with the season pass for the DLC, but that might just be a secure business action. Not totally sure. One thing I don't like, by the way, is the fact that you have to push F6 to get to the actual settings menu. That makes it a bitch to log out. And I had to Alt-Tab out, then close it manually from Windows the first couple times before I figured it out. So, if any devs are watching this, that's a little thing you need to be aware of. Kind of irritating, but hey, whatevs. Yeah, that was me smacking the ass end of a big hellbug. That's a bad idea. So yeah, that's everything I have on the game. I'm gonna see if I can skip ahead here.
Grenade launcher out or something. Come on.
No, a little more. See? You
killed it, don't worry.
Fucking told you. Fucking told you I killed it. Alright guys, so that has been Defiance and all of my thoughts on it. Everything I could press into, 10-20 minutes. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If not, then I deeply apologize for not bringing you satisfactory content. However, if you did enjoy it, feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what I need to work on. Apparently I got a blister on my little finger. That sucks.
I think they found 2,000 experience.
Anyway, yeah, by all means, drop a comment, like or dislike, either or, whatever you think, and let me know how I'm doing. Aside from that, guys, thanks for stopping by, thanks for viewing, and hopefully see you guys out in the field kicking ass with an arcfall. However, I will definitely see you guys next round.